Hello friends, today in this tutorial we will be building a JSON minifier. So basically if you know that JSON is a language by which you can communicate between a server and a client. So we will try to minify JSON. So typically if you go to any sort of API, let's suppose I go to JSON placeholder, fake REST API. So just go to this website and you will get your sample JSON. So this is a JSON file. Here you will see a set of curly brackets. Inside this we have properties. So we need to minify this. So there is a module inside Node.js which lets you do this. So if you are watching it for the very first time, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well. So we will use this dependency which will be JSON minify. So we will be using this module to minify the JSON. Over 1 million weekly downloads is there of this module. So very simple example is this. So let me start building this application. So I will make a new project, a Node.js project. So this inside my projects directory, I will open a new folder, make a new, make directory, JSON minify project. I will cd into this, cd JSON minify project. So I will open this inside Visual Studio Code. So first of all, we need to initialize the package.json file. So npm init -y. So this will create the package.json file for the project, which is name, version, description. So here we will install this package, which is json-minify. So hardly it will take 5 seconds. So it has installed this package inside dependency section. So now we can simply use this module, just make index.js file, and here we can just say JSON minify, and we can require the module which is JSON minify, and with the help of this module we can minify any JSON of your choice here. So there is a method out there. In this you can see JSON minify. So we can just console log it, JSON minify, and here you can just write valid JSON. So we can use the backtick symbol to write multiple lines of code. So we will simply paste our JSON. You will see this is curly brackets, user ID1, title, and complete it. So if I run this file here, so it will say to me that JSON minify is not a function. Let me just copy this. Cannot find module JSON minify. So we just need to install this JSON minify, sorry. So dash is not present. So this module will be installed here, JSON minify. So once again, if you run this application, you will find here. So if I run this application, which is node index.js, you will see it is current. It is successfully minified this JSON here. You will see the JSON is minified. The input JSON was this JSON. You will see that we have successfully minified the JSON using this library called as JSON minify. So this is the npm.js library. So if you go to npm.js, you just need to search for this library, which is JSON minify. So basically it removes all the comments, all the spaces, and it minifies, and the size of your file also decreases. Let's suppose I have some space here after this property, and also I have some space here like this. So we have some space, and also if I write some comment as well. So once again, if I run this, it will once again minify this. It will remove all these spaces, all the lines which are empty white spaces. It will minify this. So that exactly what we want here. So now we will convert this to a express application so that we can use this. So now to convert this npm I express EJS, we will install this. So now we will convert this to a express application. So we will say express require express and app is equal to express. We will start the application at port 5000. App is listening on port 5000. So we will also set the view engine, which is in this case is EJS. And when we open the home route, we need to show the user the home page, which is response.render, and in this case index. So we need to create this inside views folder. So just create this index.ejs file, and here we will say that JSON minifier. So right here we will have a simple form which will go to slash JSON minify, and inside this we will have a text area where the user can write your JSON. So here we will provide the name attribute JSON. After that we will have a button input submit. We will say compress or minify JSON. Compress or minify JSON. So if I launch this application, node mod index.js, so if I open localhost 5000, you will see if I open the localhost 5000, so we will have this text area which will be there where we can copy paste your JSON. And then if I click compress or minify, it will make a post request. So we also need to write here method, it will be post. So now we need to make this post request. So app.post slash JSON minify and request response. And what we need to do is that we need to get the data which the user has submitted. So we have given this name attribute JSON. So we can just console log request.body.json. So let me now, if I something right here and click the button, so it will say cannot read properties of undefined. So for this we need to get set the body parser middleware. This is part of express, so you need to require it. App.use body parser dot URL encoded extended to false. Again body parser dot JSON. So write these two lines and then you will be able to get the value which the user has submitted. So if you write something here, so now in the console you are successfully getting the value. That exactly what we want here. So now we can compress this JSON. So now we need to simply use this module. So we will include this at the very top, and then we will compress this JSON minify request body.json, and also we will console log this. So if I go to the API, if I copy this JSON and if I try to paste this inside the application, Let me refresh this application. You can see the compressed, it is successfully compressed this JSON. The user submitted JSON here. It has successfully compressed it. Now we simply need to display the compressed version. This we can do this. We can return this compressed one, response.render, index, and compressed we will say. This will be equal to JSON minify request.body.json. And when we load the page, this compressed will be nothing. And now we need to display this also in a text area. So we will just check in the if condition. Basically, if compressed is true, if compressed has some value, then we will display it inside text area. Text area calls 30. So inside the value will be simply compressed. And also we need to close this. So we need to surround this by this bracket. So now it is saying compressed is not defined. Let me see, compressed is not defined. Hmm, Compressed. Compressed is not defined. So now if I paste this, let me paste the JSON which needs to be compressed. Let me paste it here. Uh, this is the one. If I copy this and paste it inside the application, click compress or minify, you can see now it has successfully compressed it. Now you can copy this, the compressed version. Simply copy this, so this will look like something like this. So in this way you can create a JSON compressor or minifier inside Node.js and Express using JavaScript. So if you again paste it here, so the length will be anything. You can also have long JSON as well. This is a array of objects. If I copy this, paste it inside my browser here. So this is a lot of JSON. You will see if I want to compress this, so it has successfully compressed it. You will see it has removed all the white space. You will see. So in this way, you can compress any sort of JSON inside Node.js and Express using this JSON minify module. So thanks so much for watching this video.